I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter on the Southside. A local pediatrician says he discovered a water leak in front of his office, but claims the city didn't act for days because they said it wasn't their responsibility. The leak was like right about here?
Yeah, right about here.
And it was leaking out this way.
It was leaking this way, yes, and going down this way all the way to the drain.
Dr. Farouk Hussein tells me he discovered a water leak in front of his office about 6 weeks ago, so he called the city water department for help.
And they looked at it and they said it was not the city pipe. It had to be our pipe. But they didn't do any digging. So I was like a surprise.
The leak continued for days. Dr. Hussein says his plumber checked the water meter and confirmed the leak wasn't coming from his office. He said he couldn't stop thinking about the water being wasted.
We're wasting water. It's the statute restrictions, and I felt something had to be done.
He had his own plumber do some digging and confirm the water was coming from a city pipe. The city finally fixed the leak and assured Hussein he'd be reimbursed for the $1,200 bill. But when Hussein filed that claim, the city rejected it, citing statutory immunity.
If I didn't have a happy resolution, I would tell all my friends, neighbors, and in my city that if you see a problem, don't report it, or if you report, don't do anything about it.
But the story doesn't end there. After I contacted the city about Hussein's case, he got a call from city officials promising to process the reimbursement. CCW tells me they respond promptly to service calls and followed standard protocol. They say the city cannot use public funds to repair privately owned water lines. Once the true source was identified through excavation, they resolved the issue within 90 minutes. I also reached out to the city's legal staff for clarification, and they told me the response I got from the Corpus Christi Water Department was the only answer I would get. On the South Side, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.